want to warn you that on this video, there's a really good chance that I'm going to get super fired up. So here's what we're going to do. First, though, make sure that you check the link below. Make sure that you can check out the other complimentary videos because I have a feeling that after you see what's going on here, and I'm hoping that this clicks. I'm really hoping this clicks because this is a really big deal that you have the ability to click down below, either reach out to us directly and or explore some of these other tools that we have available. So let me dive in. I'm going to move my noggin so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Again, there's a really good chance I'm going to get fired up here. So what's going on? The subject is why would we do one of these weird things that you're calling a sales funnel? What does it even mean? What are you even talking about? Why don't I just do what Zillow does? They're crushing it, right? Oh, all right. If you want to, that's cool. And maybe it is working for you. I don't want to be a hater. What I want to do is I want to paint a picture for you. And if this clicks, awesome. If it doesn't, that's fine too. I'm just going to put it out there for you, and you can make the chance. You have the chance to make a decision for yourself. So here we go. I'm going to pose the question, why do targeted sales funnels crush non-targeted sites? I'm going to say that making a site kind of like Zillow is not targeted. That's where I'm going with this, right? Which is what I see a lot of people do. Okay. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to go down the scenario where we go down the non-targeted side. So in both scenarios, we're going to assume for a second that you have people coming to your site. Now, I think it's important that we think about something when we do this to really drive this home. This is just my opinion, but wrap your head around this. So if your traffic is coming from an intentional source, and what I mean by that is say like a paid ad, okay? And if you haven't seen the video on the paid ads where we say, you are going to choose the word realtor, and we're going to choose it in your area. And the area that we chose in our example was Cap Hill, Denver. So we put Cap Hill, Denver, realtor, okay? And if your ad showed up right there and then they clicked on your ad and they went to your site, have it in the back of your mind what's going on here. Because what have we done? We've targeted a geographical area that you're interested in because we've used the what's your favorite customer tool. We've reverse engineered who you are and you want to work with, right? And then they've clicked on this because they're looking for you, right? They put in Cap Hill, Denver, realtor, which is a neighborhood where the prices are 5 to a million probably. I don't know. I don't follow it that closely. I just know that it would be a great pocket, okay? So here we go. We're going to assume for a second that your traffic is coming from there, okay? So on the non-targeted side, I want you to do something here. I want you to think about if someone like had a Wikipedia-based page or a Zillow-based page where they go there and now all of a sudden they can poke around and they can look for homes, or it's more like on the Wikipedia side, it's more informational, right? Like it could say something along the lines of, oh, I'm a great realtor in this area and other areas around. I'm a great Denver agent. And whether or not you know this, but Cap Hill's a little pocket right off of downtown, super cool, historical, parks nearby, all this sort of stuff, right? So there's a lot of potential to have cool stuff, not just I'm a vanilla person that happened to choose a keyword for this area. That's the point I'm trying to make. Now, take it a step further. What we're going to do is say, in this Wikipedia or Zillow wannabe type site, what we have is the fact that you're not forthcoming about wanting to work with them. So you don't have CTAs, calls to action. We don't have a clear path to the thing they clicked on, which was Cap Hill, Denver, realtor, and why they even got there in the first place. We're not closing that loop, right? We don't have buttons that say that I have done this in this area, or I love working with people in this area, or click on my so-and-so so that you can engage in it, or if you want to see my restaurant guide, or if you click right here, You can do unlimited Vox. You could ask me a question anytime if you want, or heck, even down on the bottom here, I have a chat and you can chat with me if you'd like. Right now, you could ask me a question. It'll go right to my cell phone. You can ask me a question, okay, about Cap Hill real estate. Or you could put something on there like, ask me about how I throw parties and how successful that is for me to sell properties in Cap Hill. The point here is that you have a lot of calls to action. It's very, very, very clear that you want to add value to their life if they're interested in buying or selling in that area. That's the point. The point is you don't have that, okay? They're confused. They don't know. They clicked on something that was very specific, and now they've gotten there, and it's not specific. It's about general stuff. It's about Denver real estate, which Cap Hill is real estate's local, you guys. Have it be local, okay? So what's the result? The result is a very low conversion rate. They've gone there and they're confused. They don't know that you definitely want to work with them. They don't know that you can add value to them in that very, very specific pocket of the world that they're interested in, right? So they leave. Your conversion rates are low, and there's that, right? There's a saving grace here that if you did this and you had a Facebook tracking pixel, or you had great email follow-up, or what have you, or you did display ads where you retargeted them, if you didn't get their information, there's a saving grace there that you could salvage it. That's possible, yes. But how about we think about this? Okay, we're going to go to the other side. Whoop, too fast. Now we have the exact same person that clicked. The same traffic came. Exact same human, exact same search, exact same everything. And I kind of gave it away already, but the idea is that it's targeted. When they get there, when they get there, what we're going to do is we're going to be thinking more Amazon-like. So you type in, pretend that it's Amazon-like, where it's very transactional, right? So if you're looking for a very specific shoe in Amazon, it pops up and it says buy now right here, okay? So that's how this is going to be set up, right? So it's really clear that you want to work with them, okay? So you are very clear that they are in the right spot if they are interested in your niche. And you make it very clear that you'd love the opportunity to work with them. You have several clear calls to action. You add value to them in that specific niche. The examples I gave a second ago. Reach out to me right now if you'd like to learn more about how I've thrown parties at people's house recently, or that was bad copy, but you get the point, to help people sell their property. Or if you want to, you can click in my little box down here. You can ask me any question you'd like about Cap Hill right now. You could ask me about one of the sales that I have going on right now, the listings that I have. You can ask me anything you want. Or maybe you have a restaurant guide, or maybe you have a park guide, or maybe you have an event guide, or maybe you have whatever, and it's crystal, crystal, crystal clear that you want to work with them if they're interested in that area. And or you just want to add value. You just care. You care. You only give a few options that are very in line with what they clicked on. So if they clicked on Cap Hill Denver Realtor, what you've done is you've had your copy and your calls to action speak to that. And they all say maybe a little bit of different stuff, right? Because you want to try to engage them. Maybe they're there for the restaurants. Maybe they're there for the parks. Maybe they're there for a question. But at the end of the day, those things all sort of overlap and they go to one place, okay? All of them engage them. They all are clear calls to action to get you on board with whatever they have going, okay? So what's the result when that happens? The result is that you have a high conversion ratio because they were able to close that loop. They clicked on what they clicked on for a reason. They didn't type this in for no reason, right? People don't type in Cap Hill Denver Realtor for any other reason besides that they're trying to learn about the area and or find a realtor and a very small limited amount of things that they're looking for, right? For me, it might have been because I was doing research, because I do that. But I don't think I'm a very large part of that population's church either, okay? I'm just not. And frankly, I don't click on a lot of ads in those research scenarios because I want to be respectful. So a lot of the folks that are going to be clicking on these things are going to have a very likely chance of you engaging with them. But if you don't send them somewhere to a specific page where you make it clear to engage with them and they get something out of it and they feel welcome and they want to be involved in your life because you've invited them, why would they do it? So I encourage you guys to reach out. Figure out, you can research on your own if you'd like. You can set up a free consultation call with us anytime. We'll put a link below on this. Learn how we're doing this. It's a living, breathing thing. And we're trying to, that's why we do everything that we do. It started with figuring you and your ideal customer out. And those two things are very complementary of each other, right? I should put it in the screen. Those two things are very complementary of each other, okay? And then it breaks down and it breaks down and it breaks down and it breaks down. There's a flow here of everything. And the idea is that when we do all those things, we can maximize our conversion ratios. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't get too in your face, but guys, gals, if you're foreseeing a problem, if you have lower conversion ratios, right? If you are wondering where your next 4 transactions are going to come from, if you have that problem, which I know a lot of people do, and I'm not hating on anybody. I'm just saying there are solutions out there, and maybe we don't fit you, and that's fine. But all you have to do is set up a call and talk to me if you want and feel it out. Wouldn't you rather do that than just wonder and continue to have this problem? Let me ask you this question. What happens when the market shifts? Because it's gonna. Maybe in your area it is already. We talk to agents all the time, so we have the unique opportunity to talk to people from around the country, in LA and in San Diego and in Dallas and in Denver and in various parts of Florida and even in the DC market and so on and so forth, all over the country, right? Every real estate's local, but in your area, it's inevitably going to plateau if it hasn't already. And it probably will be price point and neighborhood specific first before it's your whole metro. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do? Are you going to rest on your laurels and say, the heck with it, I'm not going to do this stuff? Or are you going to just figure something out? Right? So just schedule a call if you'd like, and can have a conversation. If nothing else, hopefully we end as friends. But thanks again for watching the video. I hope this helps this click, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.